Now I know that there is a... I know for a fact there is a... Hello? Okay, there we go. There we go. Takes a little bit to get this in working. We'll delete that. Well, I'll delete it after this. But this is the last one. You know what? I think we'll just call... Listen, I feel like I am just like so stressed out because I'm doing poorly on these games. And I knew I would be. I don't know why my... Hang on, I think I need to reset the gnome. Give me a second. I need to fling my face back in. There we go. Okay, my emotes weren't showing for a minute. But, like, I knew I'd be doing horribly on this. I know there's a few others I'll probably do horrible on, too. But I just feel like I'm doing so bad on these. But we're gonna... Let's see. What happens if I delete all this? Okay, it still gives... Well, it mostly saves the screen. Gosh darn it. Okay. Let me change the graphics again. There we go. That's what I want to do. Put it back on the screen I was looking at. Let's see. Guess we do... Okay, we gotta do Start Adventure. This is Super Amazing Wagon Adventure. This will be the last one I play. And this will be the last time we do this for a while. So, I just wanted to play this that way I could say, hey, I have played it on the stream. I can actually experiment with them, like, off screen now and actually play a little bit more on them. So, like, I've literally been, like, soft walking myself because I've been like, well, I don't want to play it and then go on stream and then have to do all this stuff over. Now I can. Now I can actually do it. Anyway, we got Hannah, Jeffrey, and John. I'm expecting John or Jeffrey to go. I'm expecting them all to go, but we'll see. They traveled in their trusty wagon. Let's see, what options do I got? None of them, except the standard, completely average. They set off into the forest. This is basically the Oregon Trail. And I'm just going to use WASD. Seeing some animals in an upcoming clearing, they hurried ahead. They needed to stock up for food on the journey, for the long journey. You want to kill animals that aren't covered in stink. There were a lot of squirrels. That is... A posse of bandits interrupted the hunt. Well, at least we can collect the horses for some reason. A machine gun armed bandit wagon arrived. Hang on a second. John left the wagon to look for berries. Hang on a second. I need to move my controller for a bit because I did not know this had vibration. I've been hearing it and feeling it. I'm moving it for a little bit because I don't know if I can really pause during this. Hang on, there we go. Open options, controls. No vibration, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like everything's going so fast in this. Continue in adventure. On his way back to the wagon, John heard a noise in the trees. The bear wanted the berries. In his last dying breath, the bear let out a cry for help. A swarm of rabid squirrels heard the cries. You unlocked Hard to Bear survival mode. John ran back to the wagon. They reached the river crossing. Hannah had the brilliant idea to try to jump over the river. Alternatively, they could ford it. You know what? I just want to see them try. They got a running start and leapt from the top of a ledge. Yeah, this is totally realistic. A gust of air pulled them up into low orbit. They passed through a meteor shower. A meteor created an impact crater in Jeffrey's skull. Jeffrey was not the one I was expecting to die. That's okay. They came across a strange machine. A laser blast killed John. The wagon fell out of orbit. It is just Hannah now. Hannah and her big gun. By chance, Hannah landed in the same river she had jumped for just before. We unlocked an oxen carrying a rocket. Okay. Hannah entered the Great Plains. The oxen came down with malaria. They moved very sluggishly. Hannah came across a large herd of buffalo. Some angry buffalo charged the crowd. The oxen recovered from malaria. Well, that's good. We only have one life left. Hannah came across the fur trader. Okay, good. You got health? The fur trader offered Hannah supplies in exchange for animal hides. We're done trading. Hannah heard distant gunshots. Someone might need Hannah's help. Alternatively, she could ignore the gunshots and continue on. Let's investigate. Riding towards the gunshot, Hannah saw bandits were robbing a train. She rode alongside the train. Bandits fired down on the wagon from the train. Some bandits on horseback noticed the wagon too. A machine gun armed wagon. Bullet hit Hannah directly in the heart, killing her. I should have realized that the machine gun would happen. The party's journey ended here and the bandits slaughtered all the... I didn't get to read all of that, sadly. We can do survival mode now. Between 1830 and 1870, nearly 500,000 Americans migrated up west over wagon trails. This is the story of one party of three. Jason, William, and Kimberly. You notice it's only one woman every single time. They traveled in their trusty wagon. You know what? Let's do the rocket. Okay, it is faster. This is true. Some animals in an upcoming clearing. They hurried ahead. They needed to stock up on food on the long journey. Oh, we're cooking them too, huh? A posse of bandits interrupted the hunt. Machine gun. Oh my god. I thought I missed that, but okay. Kimberly left the wagon to look for wild berries. Alright, that's good. On her way back, Kimberly noticed an entrance to the cave. She decided to investigate. That's a bad idea. It was very dark inside. Yeah, I can tell, Kimberly. Upon lighting a torch, she found it was completely empty. Okay, that's good. Disappointed, Kimberly left the cave and returned to the wagon. Kimberly reached a river crossing. Let's try fording it this time. Kimberly made the probably wise decision to ford it. There were boulders in the river. There were a lot of boulders in the river. Okay, so it doesn't matter if something boulders. Finally, Kimberly reached the other side of the river. Okay, we're in the Great Plains now. We have one heart left. A large herd of buffalo. So we don't have to hit... It's okay if we hit the buffalo with it, so long as we don't hit ourselves. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. And I died. And I blew up the rocket. Okay, we'll do... you know what, we'll just... Let's just try again. Thomas, Hannah, and Mark. I like his little red dots. They traveled in their trusty wagon. You know, we'll do this standard again. Thomas became ill with purple fever. You're not really purple then, are you? Seeing some man? Okay. You're more green. This doesn't help me at all. It just completely disintegrates them. Posse of bandits interrupted the hunt. At least I can collect your horses. A machine gun bandit. Thomas recovered from purple fever. Oh hey! He gained his health back. Here, I thought you were going to be the first one to die. On his way back to the wagon, Thomas noticed an entrance to the cave. Okay, we're doing the cave thing again. It's very dark inside. Yeah, that's kind of what happens. Filled with guns and ammunition. Thomas returned with the wagon with the guns. You know what? We'll ford it again. We'll ford it. There are boulders in the river. There were a lot of boulders in the river. Something boulders. Finally, they reached the other side of the river. They entered the Great Plains. I'm just using WASD in the mouse, by the way. They came across an area with plentiful good grass. The oxen feasted. Good. The oxen seemed to move more quickly after eating well. Yeah! Faster ox. Large herd of buffalo. Some angry buffalo charged the wagon. across a fur trader. The fur trader offers to trade him a new, faster shooting pistol for animal hide. Sure. They noticed an injured falcon on the side of the trail. An animal lover, Mark decided to help. Coyotes wanted to eat the injured falcon. Mark was eaten by a coyote. When Mark did not return to the wagon, they left without him. The front wheels of the wagon fell off, the wagon was stuck. Alright. Thomas left the wagon to fetch the wheels. First wheel rolled near a coyote den. Any more coyotes? The second wheel rode into a haunted burial site. Okay, I see. Thomas returned to the wagon and put the wheels back in place. They reached another river. This one was too deep to ford. Hannah had the brilliant idea to swim underwater through the river. Alternatively, they could go around through a desert path. So go around or swim. Let's go around. They made the probably wise decision to take the desert path around the river. They entered the desert. They came across a fur trader. The fur trader offered them supplies in exchange for animal hides. I'll just take a healing. They avoided venomous snakes. The man-eating giant scorpions were even more deadly. But easier to hit. Just unlocked Jess Desert survival mode. Oh, I see. They noticed some supplies in the sand on the side of the trail. Thomas left the wagon to investigate. Thomas didn't realize why the supplies were left there. He was in quicksand. The scorpions saw him as weak prey. Somehow he pulled himself out of the quicksand and returned to the wagon. I mean, you shouldn't have been... Why are we in the snow after sand? Food supplies were dwindling, so they hunted. A pack of wolves smelled the blood. That's okay. We'll hunt the wolves just as much as we will hunt everything else. And the wolves will hunt us too. I guess that works. Alright, you know what? We'll do one more with the rocket. And then I think we'll call it there for the night, because I've shown it off enough. I've shown off enough of these games. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so those are the only ones I've shown off. And I could just... I'll be able to play these without, like, worrying about it now. Listen, I know I don't even have to do this. I don't have to necessarily wait until I'm not on, like... I could have been playing these this entire time, but, like, I keep telling myself that I really should wait until I'm done streaming. Or at least streamed them a little bit before I start playing them. That's what I keep telling myself. And I don't have to do that. So this is basically... This guy's basically the welcome wagon to this game, huh? Tina left the welcome wagon and found some edible mushrooms. Oh, are we about to go on a trip? Tina ate one of the mushrooms on the way, and she felt funny. Yep. Yeah, we're going on a trip! Tina battled her inner demons. That's an interesting demon you got there. Tina's inner demons consumed her. Those are some very interesting demons. You know what? Since we got the rocket ship, let's jump it. Let's jump it. Let's see if anything happens differently because we got the rocket ship. They only made it halfway across the river. They landed in the middle of some rapids. Something boaters. Really? Really? Came across a large herd of buffalo. Some angry buffalo charged. I came across a fur trader. I have a lot of fur. A double barrel pistol. Alright. I don't know how long this game lasts for. Ooh. All the recreational buffalo shooting started a prairie fire. Ooh. Smoke was suffocating, so they hurried to escape the fire. I'm just gonna stay back here, because I do not have much health. At night, Amanda decided to look for a flower for Kevin. She'd grown fond of Kevin during their travels. Amanda brought the flower back to camp and gave it to Kevin. Oh, I love you too, Kevin replied. The two went into the wagon to relax. Oh! Uh-huh! Oh, is that what they did? Amanda needed to relieve herself, so she left the... Buffalo were still angry. Unlock pain in the blade. Amanda really hated buffalo. They reached another river. This one was too deep to ford. So, hang on. Can we go back a little bit? They relaxed in the wagon, huh? After getting the flower, uh-huh. Swim. They took a deep breath and then jumped in. Underwater level. They face deadly piranhas. I don't know, man. I think this is giving me quite a bit of hide, although I don't know how... I don't know how they're giving me... I don't know how they're giving me it. Gotta be a little bit more careful because of the narwhal. And poisonous jellyfish. Fighting fish survival mode. Okay. A giant squid blocked their path. Kevin noticed a treasure chest in the water. He swam from the wagon to investigate. He felt that there had to be something super amazing inside, but he was hesitant and wasn't sure if he should open it. Open it. He opened it up and found dinosaur eggs. Yeah! They continued on swimming to the shore on the river. They entered a mountain pass. Okay, but why are dinosaur eggs important? They had a really good meal of grits and deer sausage. Nice. How come the girl is constantly... A pack of wolves smelled the blood. Okay, so we basically got the best weapon in the game, huh? Howling good time, survival mode. They came across a fur trader. Got 193. Like, I could get so much. A revolver to replace their dinosaur. No, you know what? I think we're good. A snowstorm began. I think we're good with the dino eggs. The wolves were relentless even during the snowstorm. Oh no, not Amanda. The side of the trail saw a dark figure. Kevin left the wagon to investigate. Turns out it was Bigfoot, and Bigfoot was mad. Kevin ran back to the wagon, and Kevin left in a hurry. He accidentally drove off a cliff. The wagon passed through a flock of crows. Luckily, the wagon landed in a river. The wagon, now a raft, was carried downriver by the currents. Okay. Kevin had to avoid boulders as the wagon navigated rafts. Okay, so we just gotta make it through without dying. Definitely not a problem for me or anything like that. Kevin was knocked unconscious when a river collided with a boulder. It's hard to swim when you're unconscious. God, we went so far too. We went so far with that last one, but I couldn't aim. Okay. You know what? I think I've had... It's only been 2.5 hours, but you know what? I don't really have that many roguelikes. I mean, I could play Binding of Isaacs, but I think... Have I played that already? Have I played that already on here? Let me check real quick. No? I kind of want to save that for like Halloween and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna call that here. I do have atomic crops, and you must build a boat. But I think the ones I showed off today and like last week, I'm gonna be playing off screen and getting better at before like really playing them again. I just really there was like all these roguelikes especially. I was just like I really want to play them on screen, and I want to give them a few minutes. That way I could say, hey, I've done it, and then I don't have to pretend that listen, I don't know. I gave myself a weird little rule where I had to play it on screen a little bit first. And now I broke that rule. I've dealt with that rule, and now I can just play it as much as I want to. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me having like a weird moment. But either way, it's done. I'll be playing these. Listen, I'm already like wanting to play Magicite and Cosmocoria, whatever that game was I played earlier. Again, I have been playing Magicite again, off screen and stuff like that. And I was playing Risk of Rain earlier, so I'll be playing more of these and learning more about them. But either way, listen, I'm rambling. But next week, Paralives is coming, so I'll be playing that. um, so this was all mostly just a distraction for that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'm so sorry. I am just very rambly. I am very rambly. But I really appreciate you coming tonight. And tomorrow I'll be playing Digimon World. We'll be playing a little bit of that. Um, I won't be playing any roguelikes tomorrow. If we shouldn't have I don't think we'll have enough time to play anything extra with Digimon World. It really depends on the randomization, because that's really what I'm doing. I'm doing the randomization and waiting for like certain Digimon to spawn in, and that could take a while. And then like a couple of little side characters, like Garurumon and stuff like that. That's what I'm mostly waiting on. And I might play New Lands. Might play Kingdom New Lands because I've been eyeballing that. And that might be the thing that we play with Digimon World. So that'll probably be what we do tomorrow. Uh, it really just kind of depends on how long it takes for us to get all that other stuff taken care of. Because there's only 4 Digimon that we really can. Well, there's 6. There's 6 we can get, and we can do it all at one time. But I kind of would rather use those other 2 with the baby. So, all right. Anyway, I'm done rambling. I'm done. I swear, I'm done rambling. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I will be back again tomorrow. If you enjoyed this, I'll be cutting them up into separate videos and posting them on YouTube. And yeah, my name is Gnomesy, and I swear I'm better at video games than I I look. It's just that I usually play them off screen. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a good night, and I will see you later. Until then, bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.